It's Wednesday, December 2nd, and I am in Texas on my way to Marfa, Texas. I've heard a lot about Marfa as an interesting place to see, and so I have about 2 hours away from it. I spent the last 2 days at Van Horn in Texas. Texas is actually pretty cold. It's in Van Horn last night was about 27 degrees and high of 48. And Marfa, I heard it's high of like 50 and it's gonna go down again to 30s. I'm okay with the cold if it's just straight cold. It's the wind that bugs me. And I have to always try to be mindful of where the wind is coming so I can face it, so the camper, when it goes up, it becomes aerodynamic. passing through Marfa. I was just about to leave. I see this little burrito place and decided to stop and get a burrito. Chorizo, cheese, and beans. Excellent. I'm very happy that I stopped and got me a burrito. Yes, sir. Okay, well, I chickened out. I'm hightailing it out of Texas. It's way too cold. I mean, I am as south as I could get, past Marfa, and I was on my way to Big Bend. And it was like 37 degrees at noon. And it was gonna get cold at night. And I just don't have it in me to endure the cold. I'm a wuss. I'm telling you, I'm chickened out. So I'm backpedaling. I'm going north. I'm going to go on 10 highway and then take the fast route east and go to Louisiana and see whether it's warmer there. But I thought Texas was warm. This is South Texas. This is supposed to be warm. Although the elevation is about almost 5,000 feet. So that could be the reason. I should have looked at that before. No. If I was in an RV, maybe. I don't have a heater. And it's just not fun. Thursday, December 3rd, and I am just exiting the city of Ozona in Texas, where I spent last night. I was looking at a map, and specifically the weather map, and it looks like going south directly rather than going east would put me in the warmer climate, and I can still explore Texas. So I decided to go directly south toward Laredo. First Del Rio and then Laredo, and probably spend the night at Laredo tonight, and then next day keep on going south. The weather seems to be okay down there, although here in Ozona this morning was 30 degrees, and I was happy that it wasn't any less than that. So slight change of plans. I'm going directly south towards deep in Texas to to the border of Texas and Mexico, and then I'll probably just follow the border going east and see where that takes me. Probably to Corpus Christi, and where I'll spend a couple of days. That's the plan at the moment. Sunday, December 6th, and I just left Laredo, Texas, and I'm on my way south. The goal is to get to Brownsville in a few hours. I went to Walmart to do a grocery shopping. I went to get some beer, and I wanted some bourbon. And it turns out you can't buy beer before noon in Texas. And you can't buy liquor on Sundays at all. So I'm really bummed out about this. After noon, I'll stop by somewhere to get some beer. But then I'm gonna have to figure out something for my bourbon. This is most annoying. Here in Mission, Texas, in an RV park that I just called. I should have checked the prices. It's it turns out to be one of these RV resort that are mostly Canadians coming to spend the winter here in Mission, Texas, which is the as far south as you go in Texas, right by the border of Texas and Mexico. Their prices are astronomical, and I think I'm just going to stay a night. So it's December 7th, on Monday, and I'm following the border of Texas and Mexico going east. And there are all these little towns from Mission, McAllen, Donna, little towns that are just like one after the other, all along the border with Mexico. One thing that is very interesting is that I found out is that all these RV resorts, there are not RV parks, but RV resorts where Canadians, among others, come and spend the winter here in deep South Texas. I had no idea that was a thing. Evidently it is. Well, I can't go to Boca Chica Beach as I had planned for some beach camping. Evidently the road is closed because of SpaceX testing. So plan B, there's a campground that I'm going to go to. Hopefully just stay here tonight and then see what happens tomorrow. New show I'm watching is called Pose on Netflix. It's about transgender life. What I like about this show is that all the actors and actresses are actual transgender folks. Nobody's playing whom they are not, which is good. That's refreshing to see about Hollywood. So I'm going to get on the road tomorrow, following the border to Boca Chica beach, and then on to probably Corpus Christi, possibly South Padre Island. It's been, finally, the weather has been awesome. Yesterday was in the 80s, today's in the 80s, and then leave tomorrow morning this campground I'm in. If you watched this video so far, well, thank you. That's very mighty brave of you. If you like the video, I would appreciate if you like it and subscribe and press the bell button so you get notification of my future videos. So thanks for watching, and onward we go.